James Albano. This is my associate, David Albano. It's great to be here in Baton Rouge with all these raging fans. These fans are excited. They've been here since 4:30 in the morning, and they're ready to see a great matchup between the Pilgrims and the Gobblers.
Welcome to our first segment of 3 and Out. We're here to discuss all things Cranberry Bowl. Later on in our program, we'll have exclusive interviews with some of the players. But first, let's recap last year's Cranberry Bowl.
Yeah, Dave, what an exhilarating Cranberry Bowl it was, with a tie ended in a 7-7 tie. Very exciting as it got too dark to keep playing. None of the players left happy, Dave. I can tell you that for sure.
Absolutely, James, absolutely. And there was that questionable leaving of the game by Uncle John, if I do recall.
Yeah, Dave. It was it made his teammates very angry to say the least.
Oh, angry indeed. This year's Cranberry Bowl, who do you think are some marquee players that will have a big impact on their team?
Well, David, I think you have to keep in mind Timmy Cannon, who had an awesome season last year, with about 2 touchdown passes and about 300 yards. This is a great performance by Timmy Cannon.
Oh, absolutely. Timmy is a player you need to watch out for.
What about you, David? Who do you think?
A marquee player, I would have to say the non-relative Stephen Franklin, who threw for 350 yards in last year's Cranberry Bowl. And in the offseason, won a playoff game for his intramural team. Yes, he did. Yeah. He's someone special that you want to be watching out for, folks.
That's right. Now, David, what about players that need a comeback season this year? Who do you think kind of underperformed last year and really has something to prove this year?
Underperformed last year. Well, if I had to say someone, I would say James Albano really underplayed his ability. Could have done a lot better in last year's game.
Yeah.
Oh, James, am I right? What about you, James? What do you say?
I think I would love to see Margaret Cannon get more involved this year. She had about 1 or 2 10-yard carries, but I really think the potential that she has is she really underdid it last year.
Oh, she's a special player, definitely. That's no question. I think she's got a lot of potential to bring to this team. It's a matter of getting her the ball and letting her do something with it.
That's right. Now, I got a question, David. What do you think about any rookie players this year? Any first-timers?
Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to the performance by Rachel Bourgeois. She hails from Thibodaux, Louisiana, and this Boudin Queen, well, she seems like she's got a great playmaking ability. We're looking forward to seeing what she can do. What about you, James?
Yes, well, I think that John Albano's second year really made a splash last year, helped his team. He has great size, tremendous strength, but not a super high football IQ. But if he works hard, I think he can. If he studies a lot, he can definitely come in and make a difference this year.
He definitely has a low football IQ, James. He definitely does. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We will have a very heartfelt segment about our very own Patrick Feast. Stay tuned.
Hello, folks. This is John Albano. Do you ever feel lonely or depressed? Do you really enjoy games but can't find a really good one to get you interested? Is there a void inside of you? Well, if so, try Skippo today. To find more information about Skippo, go to www.grandmaalwayswins.com. This is a real live Skippo user. Say hi.
And we're back. So, David, Patrick Feast has been a great player, but I think there's a little bit more to the story than meets the eye.
Yes, there is. Patrick Feast, a friend to us all in the Cranberry Bowl program, and a heck of a football player himself. But something happened this past year that would change Mr. Feast's life forever.
Patrick Feast, a man born in Mandeville, Louisiana. His first love? Football. And as he grew, so did his love for the game. It got him through high school, college, and law school. But then someone came between him and his first love.
Patrick, whenever you got married, did you realize it would impede your football life so much?
No, I really didn't. It's just one of those things they don't tell you when you get married, that you can't play football as much. But something you got to fight through, and here we are.
And here we are. Come support Patrick this Thanksgiving.
we're back. Up next, we have an interview with the one and only John Albano. John, it's great having you on the show. It's great to see you.
Great to be here.
Now, John, you are one of the lucky few who will be on a team with a relative. How does that affect the dynamic of the game?
Well, my brother James here, we're going to be on a team, like you said. Really, it's really great because having been raised together, we can sometimes we can anticipate what the other's going to do, and that really helps our dynamic, on the field.
Would you say you finish each other's
Sentences?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No, not really. But with my other brother David, sometimes I end up finishing his sentences. It's a little creepy, but
Crazy.
Crazy.
John, I have to ask you, this is being your second year. Do you feel more prepared now? Like you know what to expect, you know what the level of competition is? Or do you think that every year's different? You just never know what to expect?
Well, I definitely feel more prepared this year because, like as you said, last year was my first year. In some ways, I do feel more prepared. I know what to expect, but every year, you get different teams. Different dynamic on the field. It's really so it can be different.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, John, we appreciate you taking time out of practice to come talk to us. Good luck to you out there, man. All right, you have a good one, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're one big country nation, that's right.
Do you want to learn the harmonica, the ukulele, the guitar? Do you want to learn to wood carve? Or do you want to just simply find the true meaning of life? If so, enlist in Matthew Hoffpower's Camp for Young Children today. And that's www.matthew/hoffpower.com.
And we're back to third and out, and now it's time for our picks. James, today we got the Puritans and the Injuns in the Mayflower Classic. Who do you like?
Ooh, I think the Indians have a real tough advantage, a real large advantage here.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, this is the Injuns' home turf. The Puritans, they're excited, but after last week's beatdown by the Church of England's team, I don't think they have what it takes to take down the Injuns' star quarterback, Tommy Hawk. I like the Injuns as well. I like them as well.
Good pick.
Next game we've got going on today, the Thanksgiving meals versus the Christmas mornings and the holiday seasonal. Who do you have?
The Christmas mornings just have way too many injuries this year. I got to pick the Thanksgiving meals.
Absolutely. Good pick. Good pick. The Christmas mornings are definitely a team full of surprises, but as a team, they're not quite there yet. I'd say it's a little too early to be excited about them. Look for the Thanksgiving meals to be stuffing the line of scrimmage, and I expect them to cast a roll over the other team. To be honest, I think the Christmas mornings are going to give this one away. Now, how about we have the Rhinos and the Chilies in a rematch from 6 years ago in the Pumpkin Turkey Shootout. Who you picking?
The last time these two teams played, the Chili got embarrassed, lost by 6 points, but I really think they'll be angry. They'll come out with energy, and I have the Chili.
Once again, great pick. Great pick. Here's my thought. Chili going to make you fat. Chili going to give you a heart attack. Chili going to give you cardiac arrest. Chili going to show you who the best. I got to pick Chili. I got to pick Chili in this one. All right, and now for today's game, the Pilgrims versus the Gobblers. Look, James, it's going to be a great game. I'm excited about this one. Are we waiting for it all year? But I got to pick the Gobblers. The Gobblers got the Super Bowl Gobblers. That's my pick. That's my pick, James. The Gobblers.
Good pick. The Gobblers, 3 out of the last 4 times, have made over 300 yards. They're on their own turf. They have the best fans in the nation, David. In the nation. That's why I gotta... Give me that Pilgrim head!
Oh! Oh, Pilgrim! Oh! Go Pilgrim! All right. Enjoy your time here in Baton Rouge. Look forward to seeing you at the game. Look forward to seeing you.